Hello everyone, this is Matthew with MK's Traders, and today in this episode, we're going to be looking at trends. And it'll be a pretty short episode. We're just going to go over the different types of trends, show some examples, and explain why it's important to go with the trend. So let's jump right into it. So an uptrend is pretty self-explanatory. It's when a trend is going upwards. Now there's many different definitions of what a trend actually means, like what defines a trend, whether it's just a correlation, if it's correlation is a high enough number, positive number, or negative number, or there's a number of different things. But the most basic, well-rounded, accepted answer is higher highs and higher lows. So if you look at the graph I'm showing you, which is a little clip of Tesla, I believe, you can see that the higher highs are there, and so are the higher lows. Every time it bounces up and down, it's just getting a little bit higher, and that's a solid uptrend. And that's the most widely accepted way of looking at it. And then there's a downtrend. And a downtrend is just the opposite. Lower lows and lower highs. You can see on this example of SQQQ, which is the short of QQQ, which is power shares. It's got a solid lower low, lower high. It's not perfect, but you can see it slowly going down every stones down of lower lows and lower highs, and that's what defines a downtrend. And then there's sideways trend. So whenever I talk in future videos about trading, I'm saying it's trading sideways, that means it's not really going in any direction. It's not really going up, it's not really going down, it's just trading sideways. And so the three directions are up, down, sideways. And sideways is it will move up and down a little bit, but it's not really in any real direction. There's no higher highs or higher lows. They just seem random because they're just moving back and forth. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower, but it's not consistent. And that means it's a sideways trend. So the important thing to remember with this is that the trend is your friend. If you think about it, when you're trading, if you are trading with the uptrend, let's say you bought low, sold high, let's say you forgot to sell at the high, then it dropped again. You don't have to lose your money because you know it's in an uptrend, you know it'll come back up and you'll make back your money. On the other hand, if you're buying with a downtrend and you buy low and sell high, but somehow you miss the sell and it drops again, you're just going to have to cut your losses because you know it's not going to go back up to that place again because it's in a downtrend, not an uptrend. And a sideways trend, it's a little riskier, but it's not as risky as trading with a downtrend. But what you want to do is you always want to trade with an uptrend if you can. That's the safest way to make money, because if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know exactly when to buy or sell, it doesn't really matter because if this trend is strong enough, you're just going to make money anyway. So that's the importance of looking at the trend is your friend. And you like my little smiley face arrow? He's so nice. Anyway, so let's look at some examples. So right here, we're looking at Biocept. And you can see this is in a major downtrend. You can see up here, we had high highs. Down here, lower highs. Right here, a low low. Right here, a lower low. And you can just see the lows get lower, the highs get lower. Right there is trading a little bit sideways, you can see. And then another downtrend. High, the next high is lower, next low is lower, and just keep going down. And that is the example of a downtrend. You can kind of see, if we were trading with this, let's say we bought right here. It jumped, boom. You could still make money off that. That could have been good. But let's say you bought right here, you missed this bit, and now it's down here. Is it ever going to go back up? In this example, it will. It will jump up again. But what if you miss that one? And you drop even farther. And that's kind of the example of a downtrend. It's trading a little bit sideways right here, so you can still make money. But let's say you bought right here, you jumped up here, and you forgot to sell. And then you just lose all that money. And it never goes back up to here. So that's the example of why you should not trade with a downtrend. I mean, you can, especially if you know what you're doing. It's just a little bit riskier. So for beginners, I would not suggest trading with a downtrend. I've made some mistakes trading with downtrends, and I have lost money. So I do not suggest it. And then you can see as we go farther over here, it's trading sideways. This is an example of trading sideways because it's no longer going up and it's no longer going down. This is almost a perfect example of trading sideways. It's almost just a straight line. If you zoom in, you'll see there's some movement up and down, but it's just really trading sideways. So it's just oscillating up and down around this little point right here. And that's an example of trading sideways. So let's look at an example of an uptrend. So let's look at Tesla. So Tesla absolutely is an uptrend. We're looking at the 1 year, 2 year, some time frame. And you can see that this is just going and going all the way up. See this low, low, new low, low. New low, higher low, higher low, higher low. The highs, high, high, higher high, another higher high. Just higher highs and higher lows. That's a solid uptrend. You can see that kind of before that though, it's almost like we were trading a little bit sideways. Maybe more like a downtrend. But right here, in comparison at least, it looks like right here we were trading sideways. It's going up, it's going down, but it's not really going anywhere. And all of a sudden, it just went boom. And then we had a solid uptrend. But that's kind of the idea of saying trading sideways, trading up, trading down, and all the different trends. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped a little bit with understanding trends and when you should buy and sell. Oh, yeah, so if you were to buy right here and sold right here, but then you missed it, obviously you'd make that money back real quick because it's an uptrend. And that's why it's safer to trade with an uptrend. Anyway, if you like this video, I hope you like, subscribe, leave a comment if there's anything you want me to go over. I'd love to help you guys out. That's the whole point of these videos. And I hope you guys have a great day.